First up, I'm really excited about this one. Red Duck Foods, an organic condiment company committed to crafting superior non-GMO organic ketchups, barbecue sauces, cocktail sauce, and taco sauces. The company was first stirred up in a college classroom out of an attempt to get an A on a business school class project. With the founders' collective curiosity and innovating spirits, they took to their home kitchen to create excitement where none existed. And on the condiment aisle they went. Co-founder Jessica Zutz Hilbert is here to give us an update on the company and their recent acquisition. Jessica, where are you, my friend? Oh.
Well, hello, everyone. I'm glad I get to see you on the larger Zoom screen now, because before, when you were on the tiny screen, all I could see were your name tags. But anyway, I know there's so much more to you than name tags, and there's more to me than just a tiny little Zoom box. My name is Jessica Zutz Hilbert. I'm one of the 3 female co-founders of Red Duck Foods. For those of you who don't know in the room, Red Duck is an artisan organic condiment company founded as a class project at the University of Oregon in May of 2013. We launched with a Kickstarter into 6 stores in Eugene, Oregon, with 3 flavors of ketchup that year. And we graced this very stage, maybe not that exact stage, as I was reminded in April of 2018. That was the last time that we were in front of this audience. And a lot was happening then, and a lot has changed since then. So at that time in April of 2018, I had personally just gotten back from a Red Duck trip to Australia. We had just launched into that market. We were just preparing to launch our newest product line, which was a line of taco sauces, which you can sort of think of as a tomato-based hot sauce. At that time, we were in probably about 5,000 stores around the country with our then 4 different product lines. We had 4 flavors of ketchup, 3 barbecue sauces, a cocktail sauce, and then the taco sauces I had just launched. And at that time, we were actually just preparing to launch into Whole Foods Market nationally. They were picking up our taco sauces. Shortly on the heels of that, we launched nationally into Sprouts Farmers Market, quickly ratcheting up our store count to nearly 7,000 stores on 3 different continents, actually. We had distribution throughout the United States and Canada. We were in Hong Kong and Shanghai. And as I mentioned, we were in Australia. So that was a lot of growth in a very short period of time. And it was so much growth that we rocketed onto the Portland Business Journal's fastest growing companies list for the first time ever. And we actually landed at number 11 in June of 2019. So we were really incredibly proud of that accomplishment at that time, having started this as really an accidental class project as graduate students at the University of Oregon. On the heels of all of that growth, we decided towards the end of 2019 that we weren't going to be able to sustain it ourselves. We were a small 3-person company, and we knew that we didn't have the operational foundation to be in the consumer products market. And so we began to look for an acquisition partner at the tail end of 2019. The process was going incredibly well. We had 5 or 6 suitors. And then in March of 2020, the world shut down. No matter, we applied for a PPP loan. We got it. We applied for an EIDL. We got it. Thank you to the United States government for keeping our company alive. And I'm here today to update you all on a happy ending. In August of 2020, Red Duck was acquired. So as I said before, I'm the co-founder, sales and marketing and general counsel. That's all prefaced with the title former co-founder, general counsel, and sales and marketing lead. So we sold the business in August of 2020. We landed with a local partner here in Portland. Actually, one of our contract manufacturing partners ended up taking the brand under their wings. I love the duck puns, just like Brittany loves the puns as well. And the brand continues to take flight since then. Most of us parted ways. I stayed on through the transition for about 1.5 years. My 2 business partners left almost immediately after the acquisition, and we all landed in really wonderful places. My one co-founder, Karen, who actually used to live in Bend and now lives in Western Colorado, landed with another company based in Bend. My other business partner, Shannon, landed with the Oregon Food Bank. And I myself, ironically enough, landed with our outside counsel, Davis Wright Tremaine, right here in Portland. And so I'm here today not to ask you guys for a single dang thing. And I got to be honest, it feels really good. It's nice to be on this end of things. And Brittany, I'm sure you're still listening. There's an end in sight, and it's a really exciting place to be. But that's our company update. Red Duck is still alive and well. It found an incredible home here in Oregon, ironically enough, with another female-founded company. And she continues to fly with her own wings. So I appreciate the invitation to be here with you all today. I'm sorry that I'm not there in person, but I'm also not sorry because after 2.5 years of running away from the coronavirus, it finally caught up to me. So for your all benefit, it's probably best that I'm here and you're there. And at this point, if you guys have any questions, I would be happy to take them.
Thanks, Jessica. It's so nice to see you here. And I hope you're feeling okay.
I feel great.
Okay, good. So I have lots of questions. My first question, and maybe this is a silly one, but 3 flavors of ketchup? What are the 3 flavors?
Yeah, so we actually had 4 flavors of ketchup. We had our original, which was our approachable one, our smoky, we had a spicy ketchup, and we have a curry ketchup as well.
That's extremely impressive, Jessica. I'm just going to put that out there. Okay, questions from the, yes, Erin. Is it appropriate to ask who acquired Red Duck Foods?
Oh, sure, absolutely. So we landed with the BG family. The BG family founded Beaverton Foods, and the acquiring entity is actually like a sort of cousin entity of Beaverton Foods, but it's not a wholly owned subsidiary, but we're basically cousins of the Beaver brand. It's so awesome. We've got ducks and beavers under one roof, and we play nicely.
I love to hear it. Any other questions from the audience for Jessica? Jessica, what was your, what was your favorite part of going through this process? Like, what did you learn the most from? What were you really like, I'm glad I experienced that, because I know it's a lot of work. So what were you glad for?
Yeah, I mean, you're totally right. It's a lot of work, but the thing I'm proudest of having gone through all of it is honestly maintaining the relationships with my business partners. You always hear a lot of really awful horror stories about, friendships being broken. And I think we went into it knowing that we all brought different things to the table. We were all friends, but not the best of friends. And we came out of it with an enormous amount of respect for one another that really stayed true throughout it. So definitely maintaining that relationship with my now former business partners.
This is all good stuff, Jessica. It's really great. I'm glad that we got your earbuds to work. Yes, Erin, one more question. 2 questions. What's your favorite flavor of sauce?
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even hear what she was saying, but I knew what she was asking. That's like choosing your favorite child, but everybody has one. So I would say the smoky ketchup is probably one of my favorite ones. We reformulated that product about 3 years ago and actually removed all of the added sugar. And it didn't compromise the product. And so I'm pretty proud of how that product kind of withstood that.
Does sound good. I'm not even a ketchup person. Erin, I know you had one more question.
Is there any change in the ingredients or the recipes?
Any changes, this is a great question, any changes in the ingredients, recipes, formulations after the acquisition?
Oh, well, that's not a me problem anymore. I think the answer is no. Part of what we sold was a set of formulations and a brand that stood for something. And we made 11 really good products. It kind of has to start with that. And so I don't think that there's any immediate plans to change. I will say that, the entire global supply chain is insane right now. And I know, for example, the bottle that our taco sauce comes in literally doubled in price. And so I don't think there's necessarily going to be a change in the ingredients inside the bottle, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do see some changes in packaging just because of the insanity that is moving stuff and making stuff around the world right now.
Which honestly really makes sense because a lot of our packaging needs to be rethought anyhow. So yeah, so that makes sense. Okay, yes. Yeah, thank you for switching your earbuds. We're really glad that we got to hear from you. I know we're supposed to move on, but I do have one more question.
You got it.
Yes. Yes. Not a question. Oh, I love it. An appreciation. Give it to us. What's your name? Megan Farmerton. Went to the same college at U of O, business school. And you were one of her inspirations for her project, for her honors project. That's awesome. That's the perfect way to close it. And that was perfect. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that, Megan. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Jessica. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Congratulations and well done. We're really proud.